Yo!
Hey YouTube, my name's Philsith, and I know I was doing the Warcraft 3 campaign, actually moving the microphone close to my mouth, but I recently got hard the Swarm for Starcraft 2, and I did the first mission and I'm in love with it, so I'm going to continue doing this. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to go back and do the first level so you guys can see. It's an amazing first level, and hopefully the opening cinematic does not crash, perhaps. I'm just going to be safe and skip it. So if you guys want to see the opening cinematic, it's an amazing cinematic. I definitely recommend looking at it. Just go on YouTube, look up StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, and it should be the first thing that comes up. It's really, really cool. It's a very lifelike animation. I think it shows the last mission. I know the lore of this game a little bit. I don't know as much lore as World of Warcraft, which is the best lore in the world of video games. Um, but I know what happens in the last mission. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just saying I know what happens, and I think it is the lore of what's happening. Alright, so let's just go to level 1 for now. Hopefully you read that little prologue introduction thing. And I did not fix my sound settings, so we might not be able to hear sound for a minute. I will tell you what happens. But I do have... I'm not sure if I have subtitles on. So he was the protagonist in the first campaign, Jim Raynor, and the entire campaign was focused around... Okay, yeah. It was focused around saving this girl, Sarah Kerrigan, and we did, and this entire campaign is going to focus around her. I'll stop talking now in case you can hear.
Good morning, Commander.
Junior.
Gentlemen,
Hi YouTube, I know I've been doing the Warcraft 3 campaign, but I got Heart of the Swarm and it is amazing. I'm going to do the first level again. I just did it and it was awesome. I'm feeling a little bit depressed. I just recorded this and something interrupted the program. I'm not going to show you guys the animation because it's probably going to crash perhaps. Sorry. You can look it up on YouTube. Just look up Heart of the Swarm animation or StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. It should pop up. Anyways, this is the first kind of backstory of the lore. This is what we did in the first campaign, which I have actually yet to finish. I have yet to beat the final 2 missions, I think. I don't know, I'm not a very good Terran player. There are 3 main races in StarCraft 2, if you didn't know. There are the Protoss, which is my favorite race, the Terrans, the humans, and then the Zerg, which is what we'll be playing as throughout this entire campaign. The Zergs are the giant bugs, the Terrans are the humans, and the Protoss are like an awesome alien race thing, and they are super cool. I'm not a good Zerg player, so I'm probably not going to do so well in this campaign, so just bear with me. And yes, we have sound. That didn't happen the first time I played this level due to a glitch, but we should be fine from now on.
Open the door, son. Valerian's orders, sir. No visitor. Open the door.
Good morning, Commander.
Junior.
gentlemen, the test protocol will begin in 2 minutes.
We're getting out of here tonight, darling.
Good. Then we can go after Minsk.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it. This is about you and me.
Until Minsk is dead, there can't be a you and me.
I moved heaven and earth to bring you back safe. I can't watch you throw that away just for revenge.
Initiate test phase 2.
I never gave up on you, Sarah. Don't you give up on us.
Test phase 2 commencing.
What are you hoping to get out of these tests, Valerian? I told you, I don't remember anything about being the Queen of Blades.
We have to find out how much of the zerg mutagen is left in your system. I appreciate your cooperation, Kerrigan.
Do you usually keep cooperative people in a containment cell?
When we know it's safe, I'll unlock your door myself. Now, can you reach out with your mind? Do you sense it?
A drone? Are you really asking me to take control of a Zerg mind? Do you know what could happen?
All the test subjects are in a secure environment.
Okay, a pretty cool intro, I think, in my opinion. Okay, now before I do anything, wait.
See if you can order the drone to mutate into a hatchery.
Okay, I know some of you have never seen an RTS game, so I will give you a quick introduction. You use your mouse, mostly. Left click to select units, right click to move them, or attack.
Left click on the basic mutation button.
Yes, this is to build a building. I know how to play this game. And, yep, so you can just build buildings with your worker unit, which is for Zerg, the drone. I'm going to build my base right here. Actually, she's probably going to explain a lot of it, so I'll just let her do the talking.
Hatchery is the central structure of the Zerg base. It spreads creep so that other structures can be built. The hatchery also produces lava, which you use to morph into more drones or other Zerg creatures. When you use lava, the hatchery will replenish them over time.
Okay, Kerrigan. I'm releasing more drones into the test chamber. See if you can order them to gather those resources.
Alright, now, just select all my workers. You can select more than one person by making a box around them and ordering them to move around. And then you can right click on something so that this kind of unit interacts with it. Now, because I have these worker drones, these are my worker units, they will harvest for me and will give me money, which is minerals in StarCraft 2. Now, if you've played StarCraft 2 before, you will notice that most buildings only have one line coming out of them, the rally point for when they make units. This one has two. This is because all units that the Zerg race makes.
You're doing great, Kerrigan. Can you morph more drones?
Don't.
I need an overlord to morph anything else.
Do it then. One overlord shouldn't hurt.
So, like the adjutant said, all Zerg creatures come from this. So the workers are the orange line, and then the other creatures are the white line.
Powerful overlords.
Yes, I know.
The Zerg use overlords to generate more supply. Your current supply maximum is displayed in the upper right corner of the screen, along with how much supply you are currently using. If you do not have enough available supply, you will not be able to morph a unit.
I like to move my overlords to a safe position because if they do die, then you lose supply, and you don't want to get supply blocked. See, I can just move him around, right click. I can even shift click to give him multiple commands that he'll follow them in that order.
Take this a little further.
Like this.
Try mutating a drone into a spawning pool.
Now before I do this, I'm actually going to make some more drones so I can get more income. As you can tell, my income's very slow right now from the top right corner.
First, select a drone by right-clicking.
Yeah, I'm just going to let her talk for now because I'm just going to morph more drones. This is one of the best things in StarCraft is to get a strong economy. I'm by no means a pro player, just so you know, so some of these tips might be wrong.
Basic mutation on the command card.
No. Not yet. I don't have enough. So to make the spawning pool, it costs 200 minerals. That's just how much time it takes. The 20. So I have to wait until I get 200 minerals here. And also, you know, whenever I morph a drone, it adds supply. Or I can use my hotkey A and then left click to put it down. Magic. Starcraft 2. Yes, if you notice, I can only morph them into two kind of things right now.
We have a controlled environment.
But soon on I will be able to morph these into like 15 different kinds of creatures. It'll get really confusing. You will hopefully see.
Finished. You should go down to the test chamber and inspect it.
I can see just fine from up here, thanks. I think that's all we need today, Kerrigan. Great work.
If you think that was great work, wait till you see this. I'll make some zerglings.
Now, I know she said that, but first I'm going to make some overlords so I don't get supply blocked.
What are you doing?
Putting your controlled environment to the test.
I'm just making them move around just for fun. Let's see, which one of you is the overlord one? I don't know. I'm just gonna let them all morph. There's the overlord. You can move here. Now, these are the basic fighter units for the Swarm, for the Zerg, and they are super cool.
Stop! I didn't ask you to create zerglings!
Funny thing about zerg, Valerian, they never do what you expect.
Shut down the experiment. Get sentry bots in there to sanitize those holding cells. Lock down on the sublevel and power up the Eradicator. Nothing gets out!
Maybe if I destroy your pretty Eradicator, you'll learn you can't control the zerg.
Alright, now, let's right click around here. And let's right click and then press T to attack. And then attack move, which means that they will attack anything in their path. And I want them to destroy all these guys.
I sense more zerglings in holding pens. Valerian, you were very careless. Perhaps I'll free them too.
No upgrades from here. This is usually where you do upgrades for Zerglings as well. Alright. Now, if you've noticed, I added the hatchery to group 1, so whenever I move my Zerglings, my rally point will move with me, so then my new forces will always just move to where my Zerglings are.
Evacuate the scientists.
Like I just heard them burst. So I can add them to my first hotkey group. Hopefully if you saw my Warcraft 3 gameplay, then you know what hotkey groups are. And let's just go for this for now.
More zerglings. Good. I can use them.
Sorry, so like I said, Zergs do get many different kinds of units, but for this particular mission, we will only be experimenting with Zerglings. Now, I'm just going to move in so that they get the surround and then press stop, so then they will attack things when they stop moving. This is used so I could get a surround so that then they can't escape. I know it sounds very devious and malicious, but that's actually how Zerg works. I think this is how you're supposed to play Zerg. I think, like I said, I'm not a Zerg player. I don't really know that much about them. Yeah, see, in this game, logically, you can't attack them from anywhere. You need to actually get around them and be the first person in line to get to them. Now, the cool thing about larvae for Zergs is that they always release in giant bursts. So this means that they can always get large bursts of units, which makes it great for applying pressure, continuous pressure to your enemy. That is super cool. That is a lurker. That is a mutation of the Hydralisk, I believe, that we will get later on. Yeah.
That containment door won't open until I destroy those turrets.
I think this gas is dealing damage to my zerglings, so I don't want to actually lose any. Yet. Actually, I believe there's an achievement.
Now to destroy the Eradicator.
The Eradicator's up here, and the mission will end if I destroy that, so I'm going to go for the bonus objectives here, which is to feed more zerglings, which will actually make my job of destroying the Eradicator a lot easier. Alright, let's go here first. Here, I mean. So you want to right click first so then your hatchery sets a new rally point, and then you can attack move. I have more zerglings on the way. Let's make another overlord so we don't get supply blocked. As you can see, I'm getting very close to getting supply blocked right now. Sweet.
You have more Zerglings here. Well, they're mine now.
Alright, right click first, rally point, then attack move. That's a lot of zerglings. Honestly, one of the best zerg strategies is just spamming your zerglings because sometimes you can't just win the game just like that. Like I said, get the surround, so then you can attack them from all angles and maximize your damage output. Take out all of these guys first. Now on my minimap I can see I have more zerglings here that I will add to my hot group. Excuse me, just burped. Yeah, so they will attack hostile units before they attack buildings, even objective buildings. Which is sometimes a good thing. Sometimes.
Not yet, I haven't. I'm still in your containment cell.
Now you can see I'm supply blocked now, so I can't create more zerglings. So I wasn't keeping on top of my overlords, and now I have to create more. There's the giant eradicator. It's kind of cool. He has like his own custom portrait because that isn't a multiplayer unit. So that looks so cool. All the zerglings. No, I think the other eradicator is supposed to be harder than that. I'm just gonna guess.
The zerg have overrun the sublevel. You're lucky no one was killed, Kerrigan.
Luck had nothing to do with it. And maybe now, you understand how dangerous the Zerg are. I'll send them back to their pens.
I appreciate that. I'm opening your cell right now, if you'd like to join me. And perhaps next time you can make your point without destroying half the facility.
Alright guys, that was the first level, and I will be going through the entire campaign, so I hope you stick with it. Stick with me, rather, just to enjoy all of it. Facility factory destroyed. Aw, right, because I didn't get those two at the end. I still got all three of the achievements. Complete the lab rat mission. 35 sentry bots in less than 10 minutes on normal difficulty. I'm doing this on normal. I am by no means like an excellent player, so I'm just going to do this just at a normal pace. I hope to see you guys soon for episode 2. I'll see you in a minute.
Yo!